It's right there. I had to restart Streamlabs OBS. It's so...
There we go.
It is super finicky with my Elgato. It's like, I don't know what it wants. I really don't know what it wants anymore. Alright, can everyone hear us? Can everyone see the screen right there with that very obvious bracket right there? Please tell me y'all can see the bracket.
No, you could see the bracket.
Okay, thanks. It's woo! And thanks again for the re-host. Oh man, okay, so here we have March Madness 2020. Last March, I actually had something called March Madness because, well, sports has something called it, but I have Amiibos. So why not, right?
You do it because we can.
So, here's, thanks to the fact that Smash Ultimate has its tourney mode back, don't know why the hell, there's the notification, don't know why in the ever-loving hell it was absent from Smash 4, and we'll never understand it, but I'm glad it's back. I've mentioned this once before, but I like it. So, my next free-for-view Battle Royale 2 is eventually coming up. I don't know, I built it up like AEW does, where it takes freaking forever to happen. But no, that's a good thing. So, because I already have a match card lined up for, like, another time, I felt like doing this, because it's just like, I haven't had something more organized in a long time. So, I have these 10 lucky combatants right here on this table. I've had them on this table for, like, the past day. Well, actually, like, not even 24 hours. And now they will all compete in this tourney. Now, the way that Smash Ultimate handles odd-numbered tourneys, like without, like where you need to buy, it just says no-show. Which is weird. And now to prove all to you that I don't rig the matches, I'm just going to keep shuffling. You can hear my button just go crazy. And done. There we go. See? You shuffled. No one can tell me otherwise. And Jacob, don't even get me started on how much I want those Amiibos. What are they taking so long with someone like Joker, Terry, Banjo, Byleth? Why is Byleth taking a while if it's a Nintendo character?
Because they don't even have a figurine of Byleth made.
Oh my...
They have to make a figurine.
Then hurry it up! I want these Amiibos! Especially Joker! I wanted Joker since the announcement at the Game Awards! Anyway, we can talk more about that as the matches keep going. All matches will be 3 stock, with 7 minutes to determine a winner without the stupid jumpy jumps. Mood, thank you, Amy. I want these damn Amiibo. I want my Joker. I want my hero. I want Terry. I want my Banjo. I want my Violet. I want them all. I'll take their entire stock. Be like JonTron, you know? Anyway, let's get to March Madness 2020. Mario just right there, even though he's not even doing that. And yeah! Let's get started. Round 1. First match is Cloud versus Samus. Now, here's the thing. They say if you want to skip the battles, but if you skip it, then your Amiibos don't gain any battle experience. Now, why? That's still such a stupid thing. Oh, man. Okay, but to start things simple, let's head to the beautiful battlefield. Doggy, here we are in the beautiful battlefield. Yes, we are. Here it is. This is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you choose this battlefield or was it random?
No, I chose it.
Ah.
I want to start things out simple. So yeah. It's been a little... That'll be boring to skip. Yeah, this is like worst tournament ever. 0 out of 10. 5 stars. So for those who are not aware with my method of training Amiibo, simple. I stick them in the ring with level 9 CPU since those fuckers use Game Shark in order to try and beat you, and train them since I am not as good at Smash as I would love to be. Now, the problem is that the AI loves to just jump around like they have freaking moon shoes glued to the back, like to the bottoms of their feet. So, basically it's a way of circumventing the dodge penalty in Smash Ultimate, but it's also one of the silliest and dumbest looking ways to do it when that's all you see. Now, I'm hoping to hell that one of these it'll be circumvented with enough fights, but that day is yet to come.
It'll be a cold, cold day in hell when that happens.
It's like they're sliding around like greased pigs on ice, after the ice just got polished with the Zamboni. That reminds me of Deadpool on the Zamboni. Tell me what your fucking boss is, or you're gonna die in 5 minutes! That's a legitimate line in the movie. And it's just as funny when you always think about it. Oh, Lord. When's the last time I did one of these? Like, early February?
Something like that.
And tensions are definitely indeed running high. People want that title, but they're gonna have to go through Link in order to get it. And oh, the disrespect! I just noticed the footstool. Wow, the utter disrespect.
The other disrespect probably comes from the fact that Cloud's remake is coming out in a month and 2 days. Oh my
goodness, that's right. Even when a lot of the games scheduled to come out in March get delayed, they still take, basically, they take your wallet, take all the money, then take
and hold it hostage.
No, they don't even hold it hostage. They'll just straight up take it and not even give a damn. It's like, oh, you want Animal Crossing New Horizons? I'll be taking that. Oh, Doom Eternal for some of you as well. Okay, I'll be taking that too. Oh, Persona 5 Royal at the end of the month? You do realize that costs money, right? 10 days later, ooh, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's a good one, right? Ooh, and you got the deluxe edition. Well, I'll just be taking your debit card. Or credit card, it depends on who. Or some...
Or cash.
No, they already took all the cash for the previous 3 games. Now, you see, the funny thing is that the Fairy Tail RPG from Koei Tecmo was also supposed to come out this month, but it got delayed to June for polish reasons. So that's a bullet dodge just for the sake of money. So probably gonna get it anyway because, you know, RPG from Koei Tecmo. I mean, granted, it's also Koei Tecmo, so they'll probably give you like a lot of DLCs, like that eventually end up costing like hundreds of dollars total, because that's just what they keep doing. I mean, thankfully not with the Warriors games, at least like the Nintendo Warriors games. Thankfully, but like if you look at a game like Atelier Ryza or Dead or Alive, it's bad. It's like so much of it is just like DLC packs. Thankfully, we don't gotta worry about that with a good old Mr. Sakurai and his, oh, here's a fighter's pass with 5 characters. Also, here's a bonus of Piranha Plant. Also, here's a season 2 with 6. Now, actually, I'm gonna go into that real quick. Zero, did you hear that there's no plans for any more fighters after the Volume 2 Fighters Pass?
Yes, I've heard.
I mean, part of me is sad because just like I mean, it's wishful thinking, but I would have loved for the roster to end at even 100. But I love the roster already, that even if it does truly end after Volume 2 Fighters Pass, I'll still be content with what we have because it's still one of the greatest rosters, if not the greatest roster in fighting game history. Like, even without the Fighters Pass, it was still an amazing roster. Cloud, what the hell was that man? Oh, I see what he did.
What did he just do?
Dude just...
It looks like he slammed...
let me just put it this way. He essentially pulled a Mega Mind and it was like, you have fallen right into my trap.
It looks like he slammed his knee straight into Samus's back.
And because of the buys here, we already have combatants going through, and our next match will be Derpshi versus Banana.
So a dinosaur versus a monkey. Great.
We had reptiles versus monkey before, so what's it to you
That's
this
why
one?
Oh, this is basically King Kong versus Godzilla. The sequel.
And Jacob, I gotta agree with you. They gotta end off the Fighters Pass Volume 2 with a bang. It's like, even if you have a character that's not as climactic in the Fighters Pass Volume 2, just make sure they're earlier in the Fighters Pass. That's all we really need. Because like, you know, the endless arguing with Byleth will never freaking cease, but I will always retort with, well, what if Byleth were Fighter 2 instead of Fighter 5? Would you be hating them then? No? See what I mean? Like, imagine if Fighters Pass Volume 1 ended with someone like Terry Bogard or Banjo. Like, the reactions would have been hella different. Like, really different. I still say Nintendo's, like, Sakurai and Nintendo's move should have been to release Byleth along with, like, in July along with Three Houses. That would have been a much better move.
No one ever said that they had good ideas 99% of the time.
99% of the time means they don't always, but they still tend to have good ideas. Also, poor DK just being slammed by the Yoshi Stampede from Melee.
Hey, no one ever said that monkeys could be dinosaurs.
Also, in the chat, Jacob, I see that's a Spike Vegeta emo. I didn't know he had a banana. Or Joker or Hero from the end would have been very different. Point is, any of the 1 through 4 would have been much better if it ended last.
Yep. No arguments there.
It's up top. What the heck? What?
What?
Honey, what's that hashtag supposed to mean? Big soft tacos? Does that mean that they prefer soft shell tacos compared to hard shell? Because we have both. Like, why not both? I'm gonna need some context on that one.
I'm almost afraid to know what the context of that is.
Oh, misheard lyrics.
Uh-huh.
Misheard lyrics from the Ruby weapon in Final Fantasy XIV, because that finally got its own variation of the Ruby weapon. Even Max has his own taco emote? First Luca, now Max? Really? That's certainly something. Also, while I was checking my technology, it turns out that Yoshi really screwed himself over. Yes. Thanks, Heartburn, for coming up at the worst time. Like, let's come up like, you know? It's dumb.
Yep.
Speaking of dumb, at least. Would somebody just hit somebody?
Someone just hit someone else. I'm paying good money for this.
What is with all the... I'm sorry, where'd they learn footstooling? What does
They learned it from the internet.
No, seriously, does the AI actually tend to footstool? Because that's the only thing I can describe it with. And again, remember, level 9 AI trains these things because they're like, it's like professional player levels of kind of training. Considering they got pro Japanese players to test out this game. Oh, that's
once again.
That Smash Ball is going to be the determining factor.
What Smash Ball?
That Smash Ball. Oh.
There is no Smash Ball on the field. Oh, there it is!
How behind are you? Wow. Wow, your I don't know why, but your delay got worse. Thanks, Switch.
Well, according to this, the latency to broadcast is roughly 13.96 seconds.
I have low latency activated too, so that's just even dumber than I thought. Alright, round 2. We have the return of Cloud, except now instead of fighting a hardened Chozo warrior, instead he fights a racer.
Who's gonna win? The race car driver or the ex-soldier?
Oh, where is it? There it is. Not that we'll get many track choices. I was about to say not many good tracks, but that's stupid. They're both good tracks. It's just that we still only have 2 for some stupid reason. Yay. No, I won't even get over that either, because that's not really fair to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the One-Winged Angel is the best theme.
Well, too bad we're not gonna look, unless they just frickin' look, the legal system never tends to solve its problems ever, like, if at all. But if anything's ever solved with this stupidity, we really need more Final Fantasy tracks in this game. We need stuff from like 4, like hell, get the first game's theme, just like the NES one, like, you know, that's the only battle music in the game. Just get the original NES music. Get something from 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Hell, even one from 15 if you want it.
Hey, Skrill, how about you give us some more music and maybe the One-Winged Angel himself in Smash Ultimate? You get some of the profit made off of it.
And it can't really be Square. Like, I know a lot of people say it's something to do with Square, but at the same time, there's Dragon Quest. The hero has way more music in his stage than Cloud has any Final Fantasy music here, so what's the deal? Like, what is going on? Like, that's just a mystery that no one ever bothers to answer, and it kind of annoys me. It's like, what's wrong with wanting some more music from a series that's known for some of its legendary compositions? Like, Final Fantasy is known for having some of the best music in all of gaming. Like, that's a pretty high standard. You know, wow. Definitely glad I got to have that caught on the tape. Because that was a really good Final Smash. Yeah.
And he saved himself.
Even music from Tactics and Dissidia would be good, as long as I'm pretty sure they're good tracks. Like, I'm pretty sure the original Dissidia has some good stuff here and there. But yeah, just Square. What's the deal? Just it's better to tell the truth and have people know that out in the open than just stay quiet on why you don't include music in Smash Brothers, like why you don't allow it to be in Smash Brothers. That's still something well, not just me, but I think the rest of the fan base just needs and wants to know. Like Midgar, not a bad stage. Even its gimmick in the normal version's not bad at all if you know what you're doing. Just really could have used more music. Yeah, also more Final Fantasy Spirits, considering the only 2 are Cloud and Cloud. And even then, you only get those from beating Classic Mode. It's like, what happened? Like, where's Tifa, Barret, who else? Locke, Celeste, Terra, Squall, Yuffie, Zidane, Garnet, Tidus, Yuna. Imagine that. Noctis, Lightning even. By the way, I think Cloud just might have swept that. Oh, Cloud swept that.
Holy wow.
Yeah. Nice one, Cloud. Who else from the games would be a good one? It's just like Cecil, Rosa, who was it? Kane,
Are you talking about from a specific Final Fantasy?
I'm just talking like Final Fantasy spirits that would be notable enough to become a spirit. The Warriors of Light.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Form.
Sephiroth. Yeah, you have an enhanceable Sephiroth.
His mother.
Oh God, no. Oh God. You want to talk about mommy issues?
His remnant.
Cosmos and Chaos. I mean, I'm trying to think of someone for 14, but there's too many characters that people would want as spirits. Like, quite a bit.
What's his name? The guy with the golden gauntlet in Final Fantasy VII.
You want to talk about, you want to talk about Final Fantasy VII? How about, Aerith? That would be another spirit.
Yep. The two children that, Tifa and Cloud practically babysit.
Oh, and Advent Children?
Yeah. Zack.
Oh, Zack! Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Red
13? I have a feeling you just...
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd choose from, like, Final Fantasy 14, though. Again, that game has so many damn characters that people would want. No, fuck it. You just put all the Scions there. Put Y'shtola, Thancred, Oriange, Ida, Papalimo, all of them. Runo and Rude. Again, there's a lot. There's a lot of just straight up a lot of, like. Let's just conclude it with there are plenty of choices in the series of Final Fantasy that'd be definitely a good spirit. In fact, why not just put everyone that we're naming off right now if that's the case?
Good point.
I mean, again, I'm just hoping to hell that one of these days, one of the patches will just be added more tracks in Midgar, added more Final Fantasy spirits. The day that happens, the day that freaking happens, my friends, will be a good day in the Smash community.
Yep.
Anyway, so now Space Waifu is back. Why she called Space Waifu? We can all blame Proton John for that one. And so is Pac. Pac's been away for a while, but now he's back. After all that ghost chomping. Woo!
The Knights of the Round Table from Final Fantasy VII.
He was just thinking of more spirits. At this point, I think Zero's just, I want these now, and I want them in my...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm again, like I said, I'm already concluding it with we all want Final Fantasy spirits at this point.
Just give us them all! Oh, Vincent, that's the guy's name.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay, Zero. Yes, just... I mean, again, not that, like, you know, those legal jargon stuff can't be solved either, because something funny that happened, I think it was during the March 2nd stream, but I ranted about, games getting delisted. Like, because of, like, you know, legal problems, right? Yeah. One of the examples I mentioned was DuckTales Remastered. The next day, guess what happens?
What?
Disney and Capcom renew the license, and the game's been relisted on all major shops.
Yay.
So now people can actually get DuckTales Remastered again.
Woohoo!
It's no longer a piece of lost media. At least for the next couple of years, who knows?
It's great to know it's no longer lost in the annals of time.
Yeah, again, that's the biggest problem with digital-only titles. I had mentioned this before, but now we see the same miracle that happened to Scott Pilgrim, and we'll be all good for now. Sure, there's still plenty of, like, examples, but those are definitely the two most egregious.
Mm-hmm.
Pac on the ropes right now with only one stock left, but he's getting really close to getting rosy. And the thing is, though, is that the trampoline, if you hit it from the bottom, it will actually bounce you down.
That would hurt a lot.
At least I'm hoping it still does that. Because I remember, like, that. I think that happened in Smash 4, but I'm pretty sure it still happens here. So you can plant a trap. It's just, and it just once again pull a Mega Mind. It's like, you have fallen right into my trap.
You have activated my trap card.
Or that. They reminded me of that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. It's just like, there's only one card that could possibly beat my combination. Oh god, you have it, don't you?
Yeah. I activate my trap card. I activate my trap card.
I activate diffusion. Do you know what diffusion does? Yes, I know what diffusion does. Allow me to explain. Shut up. Diffusion cancels out your diffusion.
Shut up. Kill me now. Shut up already.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then finally.
Hey Zero. What does Pot of Greed do?
It allows you to draw 2 cards.
Exactly. That's the proper answer.
What's the improper answer?
Anything else?
It allows me to be a greedy SOB and pull 2 cards from my deck, put them straight in my hand without any consequences whatsoever.
You do realize that's still technically the proper answer because you said that it makes you draw 2 more cards, which is still the right answer.
Yes.
Oh, Jacob, if it got a remaster, that'd be even better. Imagine seeing it on modern consoles. Imagine seeing it on PC. If the Scott Pilgrim video game was released on PC, we'd never have to worry about losing it again. People would immediately be able to preserve it.
Inferno.
What's up, amigo?
Do you know what the card Monster Reincarnation does? It's different than Monster Reborn.
You have to sacrifice 1 monster to bring back 1 monster.
You throw away 1 card from your hand, and then you can add in 1 from your graveyard.
Oh, it can be any card?
Any card from your hand.
Okay.
Can be
I thought it was sacrifice a monster to bring back a monster, but okay.
No. That means if you have like a Karibo in your hand.
Oh, that was.
And in your
Wait. Does anyone know the funny part? I was literally just thinking of Karibo. It's like I sacrificed this Karibo to bring back my blue eyes white dragon.
Or worse, I throw away this Karibo so I can bring back my Egyptian god card from the graveyard. Did you just revive a god? Yes, I did.
Alright, so Space Waifu is beating up one of gaming's icons. Woo! Hold on, and now we have someone dressed up as the Black Knight from Fire Emblem. And
we have the Black Knight
to beat up the. Let's see. I need. Meanie. Oh, let's go to Congo Falls. I haven't been here in a while. I like Congo Falls.
So we have a monkey fighting the great grandson of the Black Knight.
If you want to put it that way.
Great.
Okay, so now the track that was chosen was the Smash Brothers DK rap, which is actually not bad in general, but there's a problem that's a bit highlighted with having so many tracks in one game. For those who may not be aware, or probably will be, MP3s on their own don't take up much space, but in vast quantities, oh lord. They can take up so much space. Like, anyone here at all, like, ever have a time where you put a lot of songs into your phone, but then all of a sudden, all that music takes up, like, gigabytes of your space?
No, not really. I have a lot of songs on my phone, but whenever I go to play them in random, I always get the same 10 songs in a row. And it's randomized.
Point is that if you have a frick ton of songs in your phone, like say in the thousands, then that's several gigabytes right there. You're that's being taken up because all that data eventually collects and collects and collects, and much like Jenny over here, her library music is worth 12 gigabytes.
But how much?
She has a lot. She has a lot of music.
More than 124 songs?
That's way more than 124 songs, bro. Like, considering the amount of songs that were already in the base game, it was including menu music and stuff, it's like over 900. And now they've added even more through DLC, so that's even more tracks. Now, what I was getting at earlier, though, is that because of all the music, they had to shorten quite a number of songs. One of them was this version of the DK rap, so it's even shorter. Which means it's not. I don't even think it plays the whole song. And Jenny says she has at least 3,000. Damn!
Okay, wow. I will point out, I have like 655 megabytes worth of music and audio. My games, which it's only 2 games on my phone, and those 2 games take up more memory than my music.
What I hate for using a phone, cache data to waste space. Ugh. Yeah, phones are a mess when it comes to just like, you know, bloating.
Yep.
The rest is iTunes. Okay, so it's like it's all on her computer, but only about a part of it is on her phone.
I see.
Well, good, because I don't want to imagine putting 3,000 songs on a phone. You need to no. It's like at that point, it's just like an iPod. You know, if they actually still made dedicated iPods. But no, Apple seems to. But like I don't know what it is with Apple, but they seem to take good ideas and then like go backwards on them.
What's an iPod?
God, that's actually going to be a legitimate question one of these days, and that's gonna scare me.
No, that's gonna be our grandkid. Hey, Grandpa. What is it, young one? What's an iPod?
Oh, you. I sound like Uncle Ira. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Or no, I'll sound like Gramps from American Dragon. I don't know either one.
Can you?
I can't do a good impression. I can do the anger, but I can't do like an actual voice. Like
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I was actually on TV Tropes earlier, and you wouldn't believe the amount of. Okay, so you know how Disney is basically seen like the evil empire of cartoons nowadays.
Yeah.
Next to Cartoon Network, because of how many stupid and asinine decisions they make. Would you believe me that's part of the reason why American Dragon ended so weirdly?
Really?
Oh, let me tell you a little story. While this match is going on like a trampoline, oh, and my voice doesn't give out, let me tell you a little something from my TV Tropes visit I got reminded of earlier. So, American Dragon Jake Long was known for its finale having been a bit rushed because all of a sudden, after the Huntsman is defeated with the Aztec skulls, in what was already a 30-minute sort of rushed episode where everything happens all at once. Oh, by the way, first thing, the episode Homecoming was supposed to be a 2-part episode. But Disney said no and made it 1 part. So that's already the first mistake. The first part of Homecoming was supposed to end with the Huntsman winning and eradicating all magical creatures with the Aztec skulls. And then part 2 was supposed to be like, you know, like resurrection and like, you know, stopping the Huntsman. The third, actually, there was supposed to be a season 3. There was supposed to be a season 3. The second season would have ended with Sun Park the Korean Dragon, also known as Haley's mentor, being thrown into a volcano and dying. She was supposed to die. There was supposed to be a major character death. For what reason? Hell if I know. Another thing. The part of the third season was supposed to focus on the fact that, if you remember one of the episodes where Rose found out the truth about her parents, you'll know she had a twin sister.
Yep.
Part of the third season was supposed to be like answering the question of where the hell was her twin sister.
I thought they answered it a long time
Nope.
ago.
Another thing, even after Jake erased Rose's Hunts Clan history with the Aztec skulls, she was supposed to stay in New York. But Disney said it was too confusing and just like made them write it so that she went to Hong Kong.
So basically they yeeted her out of New York because it was confusing.
Yes. TV Tropes has 2 specific tropes that define American Dragon right now. 3, actually. What could have been, executive meddling, and screwed by the network.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's bad. The Dark Dragon was also supposed to be his own story arc in the 3rd season, rather than just a 2-episode rushed ending.
The Dark Dragon?
Yeah, the most powerful antagonist in the whole series.
Oh, you mean the one that looks like a
It's just a big dragon. Also, even if Donkey Kong didn't get that Smash Ball, he still won anyway because of the stock advantage. So this winner goes to Donkey Kong.
The monkey beat the knight.
Also, the third season that never happened would have also shown a pretty big bombshell concerning Jake's familial line. That Chang was his grandmother. Yep, that would have been a bombshell. But I can reveal that because it's not like Disney will let it happen. Yeah, I miss it too. I wish Disney let them have that third season and let the writers do what they want, but they're like, no, do this, no, do that, no, do this, no, do that. Fuck you, Disney. Like, I'm just trying to say that right now. I do not like Disney anymore. Like, they, like, some of their, just seeing all this history of what they've done and the things they do now, just, they're not good in my eyes anymore. Okay, I gotta really pick a stage before I get too distracted. Pick a stage, pick a stage. Find a stage, pick it up all day long. I'll have some kind of weird luck. Whatever, but the boxing ring, why not? I'm seeing it and I realize I haven't chosen it yet. Is it on Disney Plus? I doubt it, but you never know. It is still technically their property. Because Disney technically does own everything the writers and artists do. Even if the artists themselves make any kind of Rule 34, Disney technically owns it. Dead serious. Disney even sat the creator of the show down and showed, like, you know, Rule 34 of another Disney property and said, this will happen to your show. I know it sounds hard to believe, but it was revealed from one of the writers themselves. I love how Zero's just, like, trying to process all this.
Actually, I'm trying to look up to see if American Dragon is going to be on Disney Channel.
Disney Plus.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
It does?
Yeah, Amy, they really do it to all of them. It's just, like, it's scummy as hell.
So far, it seems like they're gonna be adding only season 1 by June, I believe.
Only the first season? Really? They have the whole show!
Don't question me.
But yeah, like, that's what they freaking did to American Dragon. They screwed it really freaking hard. It's really stupid. I'm making this now into an epic reading instead of, like, you know, commentating on, like, you know, Amiibos, but hey, who says you can't have a tangent, right?
Oh.
Especially when DDD just slam dunks the hammer. Oh yeah, they had to actually fight tooth and nail for Jake to be allowed to breathe fire at anything that wasn't a fireplace. They made the writers fight tooth and nail to make a dragon, a half dragon, breathe fire.
Which is kind of what dragons are known for.
Or fly around without elbow pads and a helmet. You're joking, right?
Really?
Yeah, I'm just reading this now and it's so stupid. Hell, the final few episodes, they screwed it with the advertising. You don't want to know what all the advertising went to that year? High School Musical 2!
Oh,
Man, fuck off, Disney. In fact, let me turn this to an epic TV show it's reading right now while these two fight in the background. Fu was originally supposed to be voiced by Jay Leno. That's really interesting. Let's see. Yeah, the Aztec Souls and the Dark Dragon storylines are supposed to have their own seasons, but the plots being jammed into a single one upon the showrunners realizing a third season was unlikely. Let's see. The finale of the second season would have involved Sun Park being thrown into a volcano, and also revealed that Jake's maternal grandmother was Chang. Both ideas were discarded for being too Jetix.
Jetix?
Yeah.
You mean the cooler version of that hosted a lot of good Disney films?
Yes. Rose was supposed to stay in New York following the rewriting of the timeline, but Disney deemed it too confusing and sent her to Hong Kong, like I already mentioned earlier. There's a few other things here, like Haley had a different name, was going to be younger, and wasn't even a child prodigy. She just had supernatural sensitivity powers, kind of like a Juniper Lee, if you ever seen that show. Funny thing is that Juniper Lee also got screwed by Cartoon Network as well, so that's 2 shows right there with similar plot lines that only aired at the same time because Cartoon Network was being stupid with Juniper Lee, and Disney was just being Disney with American Dragon. No one will stop Disney. They're eventually going to screw everything. Pretty much. They'll even... Anyway, before I get back to that, we're now in the semifinals of March Madness 2020. Oh boy. Let's see, where to go next. You know what? Screw it. Zero, I'll let you pick the stage.
Midgard.
Where would you use Midgar?
Second to last row in the very end.
I said we already used Midgar.
Oh. Mementos.
Well, I have a feeling, but whatever. That's a good stage anyway. Well, at least the music is good. I'm not so sure about the normal stage gimmick, but whatever. Ooh, Reach Out to the Truth from Persona 4.
Ooh.
Like I said, good music. Anyway,
Yep.
Jake's friends were much different in the original draft of the series. They were a big guy named Jamal and a water nymph named Brooke. At some point during production, they become Trixie and Spud instead. So they were supposed to be magical creatures, I guess, instead of normal humans. Let's see.
At least he still.
What's up?
What?
No, keep going.
At least he still. At least he still gets 2 magical creature friends.
Yeah, very true, very true. Let's see. In an earlier draft of the show, Jake was going to be able to shapeshift into the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac and not just a dragon.
Okay, that's one good thing that they decided to get rid of.
I mean, that would have been an interesting episode at the very least. Whatever. The whereabouts of Rose's twin would have become a plot point had the show been allowed to go on for another season. And according to one of the writers of the show on the Toon Zone forums, get this. At one point, there were plans to reveal that Jake's father was a werewolf.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's see, yeah. And it also does say here, on this page, again, confirms that Homecoming was supposed to be a 2-part episode. If only it was. It really should have been, considering what the hell it was. I love how Amy just has a big... I love how Amy has a big old what as her reaction. Yeah, right? Again, if Disney allowed them to have a 3rd season, a lot of things would have been better written or described. I still wish Homecoming had a 2-parter. It was a 2-parter because it would have seemed like a good mid-season finale. He's a fucking dragon. Well, I mean, granted, the thing is that yeah, he's a. How can I be? Well, because the dragon came from his mom's side of the family, but his mom never got the ability to transform, but she still had the genetics of like the dragon part of her family. And it just turns out that when Jake and Haley were born, they both happened to inherit the dragon gene, I guess, if you want to really be that specific. Because they mentioned several times that on the mom's side of the family that it skipped her generation.
If they had gone through with the idea of the father being a werewolf, that would mean that technically Jake and possibly Haley would have been real dragons.
or for funnily enough, they could, like, much like with Jake's mom, it would have been a recessive gene where it's there, but it's not active.
Until you get bitten by a dragon.
But yeah, that would have been weird, but like, again, it all sounds like a vision that they had, but Disney was like, nah. Also, here's another thing. Steve Loader, a director on the show, said that Rose would have came back to New York after the finale had the series continued. Because some people wondered, it's like, so, like, at the very last episode of the show, Rose does get her memory back because of time paradox. Because there's a picture that Jake still has that should have never existed because they never got to know each other. Because of her not being in the Hunt's clan. So, thanks to a time paradox, you know, because time travel never has a specific rule anymore, she sees the picture and notices her memories come back. Because they need her as a dragon slayer in order to take on the Dark Dragon. Because, like, if all these dragons couldn't defeat him, you'd need a dragon slayer. And in the Hunt's clan have all these anti-dragon weapons, so it's just like, you know, why not? And it ends up working out in the end because they trap him in that ceremonial temple, which actually is every 1,000 years, not 100 years. So they trap the Dark Dragon in a temple for another 1,000 years, and she gets her memory back, and it kind of ends sometime after that, but, like, it does show that she would have moved back to New York afterwards. If only we got Season 3. No, you know, here's the funny thing. We're getting a Proud Family resurrection. If only we got an American Dragon resurrection.
I would like to point out, I just realized something.
What you just realized?
Why the heck is it that Rosalie and Haluma can both cause damage to the opponent?
Because that's the gimmick.
That's
the gimmick of... That's her gimmick.
That's basically a two fighters in one form.
So is Ice Climbers.
Okay, yes. But at least you can kill one of them.
So the same thing with the Luma, but the Luma just has to take a couple seconds to come back. Rosalina is not as good, like, she's not as good without the Luma. Like, part of Rosalina's moveset is needing that Luma.
Now, Kyle, take the Smash Ball before Luma can kill you again.
Well, Space Waifu ain't fucking around. But yeah, if only we got an American Dragon Resurrection, and if that ever happened, they need to do the same thing they're doing with the Proud Family Resurrection and get back the original cast. I mean, imagine getting back Dante Bosco for the first time in forever. And Mae Whitman. Like, imagine that, right?
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
I think
you want
to
know the funny thing is that American Dragon aired 1 month before Avatar.
Cool.
But you know who else Dante Bosco and Mae Whitman were in Avatar?
Who?
Dante Bosco, Zuko, and Katara.
Yep.
Yep.
Do it.
Yep. So, how funny is it they got to voice, like, you know, two characters with some weird craziness. Oh, no, I'm not done. You know, screw it, I'm done. Go ahead. What you were gonna say?
Speaking of Avatar, who's your favorite character from Last Airbender?
Favorite character?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I never really thought about it, but I will say a character really grew on me was Zuko. Because Zuko, without a shadow of a doubt, has one of the best redemption arcs in all of, like, animation. Like, he goes through some of the best... He goes through some of the best character growth you'll ever see in any character, like, ever. And there's no beating that. Like, he goes from a cold-blooded and... like freaking just angry person all the time in season 1, and I love Meteor Smashes, by the way. And by the end of the 3rd season, he becomes he becomes a valued friend and ally. It's like, what happened, you know? It's like, what happened?
He saw the light.
Well, yeah, quite literally. So now Rosalina is moving on to the finals of March Madness 2020. But who will she be fighting? Will she be fighting a monkey or a fat penguin? Yeah, two brutes, right? I can't believe it.
It'd be pretty ironic if she's fighting the monkey.
That would be funny, but let's see what happens.
So anyway, my favorite character from Avatar is Toph.
Well, Toph's also a good one.
Yep. She's blind, but she still can kick everyone's ass without any problem.
Dude, Toph has to be, like, one of the... Toph is undoubtedly one of the strongest characters in the show.
Yep.
Like...
Yes, he is.
Like, what is... Like, let's see. She's regarded as one of the best, if not the best, earthbender. Even if she's blind, she can still see thanks to earthbending. She essentially invented metal bending because she realized, wait, metal is just refined earth. I could just bend the earth inside the metal. And also, in the 4-parter finale, you also see that she practices sand bending. And she's also really good at that, too.
Yep. She's basically the ultimate anti-army weapon.
It's like, she now knows sand bending. She, like... And the way she showed it was amazing, too, was making a full-scale replica of Ba Sing Se, even with the Earth King and his pet bear. Like, there's a no joke. Toph is an awesome character, so I definitely give you props for that one.
Wasn't the Earth King the crazy dude?
No, the Earth King was just a very sheltered guy because his Secret Service was keeping him in the dark. Remember?
Then wait, who is the crazy dude with the wild right hair?
Oh, Boomy?
That Aang was old friends with. Yes, him!
Well, King Boomy was the king of Omashu.
Oh.
Boomy, you're a mad genius.
He's the one who told Aang to find Ta.
Oh yeah, because of Neutral Jing, because of doing nothing. I love the flashback of when the Fire Nation was about to go to Omashu, and it's like, Boomy, what should we do? I am going to do nothing. Like, but Boomy bided his time, and it worked out in the end. Because if I remember right, wasn't he one of the members of the White Lotus?
I think so.
Oh, JoJo'd! DDD's getting JoJo'd! But, yeah, Boomy was also a really hilarious character, too. But, Grant, you know who else was funny? Sokka.
Yeah.
remember, drink cactus juice. It'll quench ya.
But the difference between Sokka's funniness and Boomy's funniness is that because we didn't see him so much, Boomy's funniness was much more like funny. Sokka's eventually just got a little on the annoying side because you hear him try to be funny every 15 seconds.
Granted, that's part.
And sometimes it just got.
Well, Sokka just to be the pun master. Remember, we're in enemy territory now. These are enemy birds. By the way, speaking of enemy territory, oh, this match is close.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, tell me about it. Where are the kill moves? We need some kill moves.
Get the smash ball! Oh. And the penguin wins.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting finals match, that's for sure. This is going to be real interesting.
By the way, King DDD is an abnormal creature because penguins can't fly, but he can.
It's a video game. Shut up. Shut up, it's a video game. We good? Okay, we're good. What is upping?
Hades has his own food court business.
Hades would not have his own food court business, and let me tell you why that would be. Because he'd have to share his souls, and he doesn't want to do that.
Oh, no. He said you have to pay in.
You have to pay in souls in order to get souls?
No, he sells regular things like hot dogs, cheeseburgers, pizza, popcorn, cotton candy. But if you want any of it, you have to give him souls. Let's put it this way. It cost me 15 souls just to get a thing of popcorn.
Wait, what game was it that made you pay in souls in order to get upgrades?
Devil May Cry.
Thank you. Weren't those orbs? Or were the orbs technically souls?
Soul Orb.
Okay.
Woo.
And they were all colored differently, so it's just like what dictates the color of someone's soul? That just sounds like a philosophical question, now that I think about it. What dictates the color of your soul?
Your personality?
Oh man, again, this is just sounding like some supernatural kind of crap right now, and not the show Supernatural, but just like supernatural stuff in general.
What is your favorite color?
No, that's a Bridge of Death. That's the Bridge of Death. And by the way, Zero, what is the capital of Obsidian?
I don't know.
Off you go. What is your name?
Omega Zero's Ghost.
What is your quest?
To solve the Holy Grail.
What is your favorite color?
Black.
Off you go. What is your name? King Arthur of the Britons, what is your quest? To seek the Holy Grail. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean, an African and European swallow? I don't know that. You know about swallows? Yeah, when you're a king, you must know these things.
So anyway, Inferno, does Hades have a permit to have the food court?
In the underworld, maybe.
Yeah, it's parked right outside the entrance of the arena.
Well then, since I technically own this place, I can just snap my fingers. And there we go. By the way, I love how it's... I was paying attention to the Smash the whole time. I was just wondering where it would go if I didn't say anything. And it went exactly where I thought it was going to go.
Yeah. From the moment that Rosaline lost her first life, I knew it was going to go this way. She's too much of a lightweight.
It seems that King Donut doth have used the Holy Hand Grenade. And wins March Madness 2020! Woo! Yeah! Sound like Charlie Sheen in like from the movie Golf Clap. Golf Clap. All right, so he is your winner of March Madness 2020, and thus as a result, that means he gets added into Battle Royale 2.
Dun dun dun!
I'm loving the clap emotes right now. Loving that. Woo! Alright. But now I have to rewrite all these things. Now, I don't think I've ever shown this screen before. Or I may have shown it once. But this is the Amiibo scanning screen in Smash Bros. Ultimate. A hell of a lot more different from Smash 4's, but guess what else it is? A lot faster.
Yeah,
and a lot,
most of the time.
And a lot better, too, because as you can clearly see, I'm not limited to 8 per freaking selection screen like in Smash 4. I could just scan so many. I think the limit is 32 because that actually is the cap for the tourney mode. So I'm going to go with the cap is 32. But that's still a hell of a lot better of a cap than 8. So yeah, that's that. That's that for March Madness 2020. Let me just get all these fuckers scanned first. Scissor, did you expect King Donut to take the prize today?
As soon as he took Rosaline's first stop, yes.
Well, I meant from the beginning. Who did you think might have? Because you can't really rig any of this.
Personally, I thought that the final would have came down to Cloud and Donut, with it being a very close tie, but ultimately Donut winning. But yeah, I thought that Cloud was going to be his matchup, and
that would have been pretty. That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to end with a sudden death match between Cloud and Donut. Donut winning, but either way, Donut won.